What up, it's me, A to Z, and we're back with more Pokemon Black. Last time, we left Opelousas City for real to head out to Route 10, but found out there was a storm going on at Route 7, so we went to check that out first, in the detour, I know. So we went to check that out, found out it was the work of a legendary Pokemon Tornadus, who was then unleashed upon the Unova region, roaming around. We can catch him anytime, we'll do it later. But then after that, we headed out to Route 10 for real, battled some trainers, ran into our best friends, battled Charon one more time, beat him, and then we made it to the end, where the badge check gates await us, our gate to Victory Road. And this time, we are finally going to enter. Real quick, I just want to mention, I did quite a bit of off-screen training. We're in for the long haul now, and I just wanted to get my team up a little bit. I didn't overlevel them that much, but I just wanted to get them up a few levels. Anyway, I got Will up to level 50, I got Tony up to 51, Paul's level 51, Carmine is 50, Jonathan's at 50, and Kevin is at 53. Again, I could have leveled them up a little bit more, but I don't know. I think this is fair enough for Victory Road, because once we get to the end of Victory Road, the levels are going to be much higher. But I think this should be fine enough for now. Anyway, my team is ready. I've prepared so much for this. I hope you guys are ready, because we are really about to hit the climax of this journey. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to enter the badge check gates. Halt! Unqualified one shall not pass. The key to open this closed gate is the trio badge. Oh, holder of the trio badge, challenge all that you face. Now this is honestly one of my favorite areas in the game. The atmosphere of it is beautiful. The music of it, oh, I'll get to the music in a little bit, but it's just, they brought back the badge gates and they did it so well. Every time you pass through a gate, you go through the next section. That actually reminds you of the badge that you got. You can see these little chairs and these tables. This is reminiscent of Stryton Gym, of the restaurant that we were in. I really, really like the touch of that. But this area just gets better and better. I'm so glad they brought back, They brought back the badge gates. Halt, the key to open this gate is the basic badge. So since we have the basic badge, this gate will open. Oh, holder of the basic badge, show all the knowledge that you've obtained. And you'll notice as we go through each gate, the music starts to pick up. Now this gate area is somewhat reminiscent of the Nacrene Gym. You'll see there's those little things that were part of the museum. But yeah, every time you go through a gate, it just reminds you of the trials you've been through. Halt! The key to open this gate is the insect badge. But it's just the fact that the music picks up and you just get reminded of the trials you've been through. It's such an amazing, amazing thing. Now we have a giant bug, because bugs. But you'll just listen, more and more instruments are being added. This is one of my favorite build-ups to any Victory Road in the entire series. It's amazing. Halt! The key to open this gate is the Bolt badge. Oh, holder of the Bolt badge, unfurl a shocking battle. My god, what a trip it's been, guys. Gates are placed at the border of one space and another space. In other words, gates mean that the world beyond here is a different world. It does feel like every time you pass through a gate, you're going through a different world. And you remember the gym leader who gave you that badge at the same time. But without the Quake badge, what about the Quake badge now? I believe we just happen to have that. Oh, holder of the Quake badge, make your foes' hearts tremble. But now coming up, once we go through this next badge, oh, also mines. Halt, the key to open this gate is the Jet badge. Oh, holder of the Jet badge, blast ahead with tremendous force. And as we walk on air, listen to this gorgeousness. When they add this instrument, when they add the strings, it sounds, oh my god, it's amazing. And I'm going to gush a little bit more about this now. Halt, the key to open this gate is the Freeze badge. Oh, holder of the Freeze badge, show the Shark badge of an icicle. And now we got some bells. The music is almost complete. I love the parallel of it. It's just, the music builds up because it shows like your own personal growth. Like how you had almost nothing and then you just grow and grow and grow. They brought back the badge gates and they did it so well. If the badge gates in red, blue, and yellow were like this, my god, it's just, I want to be a little bit quiet so you can hear more of this music, to be honest. Sorry about that. I just really wanted you to listen because with each instrument, it gets better and better, and you're getting so close to the full soundtrack. But, as you'll notice, we've got one gate left. The key to open this gate is the Legend Badge. Oh, holder of the Legend Badge, pass through Victory Road, which lies beyond here, and head for the Pokémon League. Prove that you too can be a legend. Welcome to Victory Road, our final trial in the Unova region before the Pokémon League. This is a very expansive dungeon, and I love how they handle this. It's not just, you know, an interior area and a cavern. It's the whole mountain. You're climbing through the whole thing, going through the exterior and the interior, and what I love is that they don't get rid of the amazing music when you surf, because most games will do that. Oh, there's a Max Revive, pretty good item. But this is honestly my favorite Victory Road in the entire series. They handle it so well. You just feel the gravity of everything. It's such an amazing dungeon, and you just really feel like you're at the climax of your adventure. Not the end, nowhere near the end. You are at the climax. Anyway, while we are going through Victory Road, I guess I can start talking about 3 new Pokemon that you can catch. Yeah, we're still running into new Pokemon, and I think it's about time to go over them. So first Pokemon is Heatmor. Heatmor is a fire type that I honestly can't recommend it. No, I can't. I'm sorry. Heatmor suffers from 2 major problems. First off, you get it way too late in the game for it to matter. And second, the fire types that you can get before Heatmor outclass it greatly. Darmok and Litwick are infinitely better than Heatmor, and you get them far earlier, so Heatmor's not worth it at all. Its attacking stats aren't that bad, but they're definitely not as good as Darmanitans or Chandelore's. Its bulk and its speed are unimpressive, and its move pool isn't horrible, but I wish it had more options. Really, if you're this far in the game, you should not be considering a fire type. If you want a fire type on your team, you should have either have Darmanitan or Chandelure at this point, or you should have picked Tepig. Heatmor really is just, it's not that good. Anyway, next new Pokemon is Heatmor's natural prey, Durant. Durant is a bug steel type, which is a great defensive type, as I've said before, but that does make it quad weak to fire types, like Heatmor, which I kind of like that duality, the whole predator-prey thing. Heatmor's an anteater, Durant's an ant, Durant's quad weak to Heatmor. However, believe it or not, Durant is a much better Pokemon compared to Heatmor. Durant's base stat spread is excellent. It's got very high physical defense and attack, as expected for a steel type, but it also has very high speed as well. Its abilities are kind of hit and miss, but there is a workaround. Oh, really quick, I just want to interrupt my tangent here because something pretty cool is about to happen. Listen, you can slide down the cliffs here, watch me. Now you try it. Whoa, that's a long way down, I can't do it. Wuss. Good luck conquering Victory Road if you can't even slide down. Alright, throw up a rappel really quick, but yep, we're actually going to be sliding around the outer cliffs of the walls. You can slide down the cliffs here. It takes some nerves the first time, but try it. Alright. Whee! That was fun. Anyway, so, back in my bio, right. So, the thing, what was I talking about? Oh, right, Durant's abilities. They're hit and miss, but there is a bit of a workaround to it. For its ability Hustle, you can kind of circumvent the accuracy lost due to the fact that you can learn Home Claws to boost its accuracy up to normal. So because of that, you might want to go for Hustle over Swarm. Swarm is kind of average, really, to be perfectly honest. Durant can actually learn a lot of excellent moves as well, so it's very capable of dealing damage. Again, Steel isn't a great offensive type because there are no fairies, but it's not awful. The only major issues that that exploitable quad weakness to fire and its low special defense. So really, anything faster than it that can learn Flamethrower, just, it's gone. You can kiss its ass goodbye. Let's just say that. Durant, it's a lot better than Heatmor, so if you have to pick from either of them, definitely pick Durant. Alright, so that's 2 of the Pokemon. I will go over the third one at the end of Victory Road. Now, confession time. I have to admit something. This is being post-commentated. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry guys, but just, I had no choice. The original commentary file got corrupted, I couldn't open it, it got screwed up, and I felt so bad because I had some good tangents that I was going over in the original live commentary file. This is the first time that I have lost commentary. And, well, I did lose footage once, Galaxy 2, I had to completely... Let me retell that story for anybody new who doesn't know that story, the whole Galaxy 2 thing. So, I recorded the finale of Galaxy 2, and, you know, it went over great, I had pretty good commentary, but I lost the recording file. Like, completely kaput. And I actually lost footage of the cutscene that I wanted to show, because there's a cutscene that shows only when you beat, you know, when you go to the final level for the first time. So what I had to do was I had to replay the entire game from the beginning just to show that main star, just show the star and the cutscene. I basically sped run Galaxy 2 in a day and a half. I got 70 stars in a day and a half. Like, I was a hell of a trooper that day. I was furious when I found out that I lost the footage. My god. But yeah, that was when I lost footage. And now for the first time, I have lost commentary. Losing commentary is really not as bad because, again, I can just post-commentate. It's not as, you know, great because there's not going to be any crazy reaction moments like, holy crap, this move missed. Holy crap, Will's RNG's super luck was on my side. I do remember there was one thing. There was a rare candy that we picked up a little while ago where, I think I was predicting it was a rare candy. I think it was another I can see the future moment, and I hate that that got cut out. Man, post-commentating things, it sucks. Oh, there's the coward again. I can't do it, I can't do it. Mommy, help me. Somebody get the chopper. Somebody call Arnold. No, somebody call Bruno. We don't need Arnold, we need Bruno for this. I miss my Bruno voice. Too bad there's no Austrian Pokemon trainer in this game, because we're in America. Anyway, so yeah, Victory Road, a long, expansive dungeon, a great place for training. I think my levels are fair, because the Pokemon here, the trainers have their Pokemon in their mid-40s. But trust me, the level curve will go up considerably, like once you get to the Pokemon League. So I think it's good that I have trained up this much, but I haven't overtrained as much. From what I've seen, you guys aren't really super happy about me, you know, being this OP, which I'll just say this, you're not gonna like have the final battles go. From the time of recording this, I have finished the main story, because this was all done in one sitting, I think, right up to after Victory Road. Everything before Victory Road and after the 8th badge was one sitting, and by the next day I did the rest of the post-game. I did the Elite Four and I did the final things. But I'm not gonna spoil it onwards. It feels so weird that I'm talking in post-commentary with all that. And how did that not kill? Will, are you serious right now? Will, I expect better from you. Whatever, we have quick attack and that's gonna be, you know, there we go. Yeah, symbol off. Hang on. It's everybody's favorite time. A to Z drinks water while commentating time. Yep, even when I'm post-commentating, there will still be moments where I'm drinking my water. I have to, you know, because, you know, when you keep talking, your throat gets a little bit dry, and it's just, you know, it's harder and harder to talk, but, you know, what the hell can you do about it? Anyway, I'd say we're about halfway through Victory Road, and I would go over this last Pokemon maybe in a little bit. Maybe in a little bit, but I will say this. See that Pokeball up there? Remember that. Because that Pokeball is extremely, extremely useful. And I will go over that in a little bit. If anything, there are two major items that you absolutely want to pick up here in Victory Road. Two major items, and I will go over them once we get to the end of it. Anyway, here we got a Doctor, which is definitely good healing. I don't know if I'd say that the Doctor is too early on in the Victory Road for it to be helpful, but I don't know. Again, I said we're about halfway through Victory Road, so this is probably about a good place to put the Doctor. But Will's just gonna clean up. The entire team, I'll say this, now I remember one of the tangents I was talking about. It's incredible how far this team has come. I am so proud of each and every one of these Pokemon that I have raised. This is really, like, the first time, I think Pokemon Black was really the first time I decided to go for a dedicated team. Or maybe I did that in Platinum, I'm trying to think. Because in previous games I do a lot of, like, swapping out and everything. I even did that in Fire Red, but now, and even during my Fire Red LP, I did a lot of swapping out and everything, so we didn't have, like, a dedicated 6. But through this game, there has been minimal to no swapping out. We have had that dedicated 6. Sure, we had older team members like Stoutland and Zeke Strika, and I guess Pansage was only around for me for like one episode or two. We did not use her at all. But yeah, now we have a dedicated team with nicknames and everything. And it's just like, when you nickname your Pokemon, you really do feel closer to them, and then when they stick around for the entire run, it's just like, you know, you form that bond. Especially because I've named them regular names, so it's like, you know, I'm talking about my bros that I could just, you know, meet up with at the bar. It's like, yo, my homie Paul, yo, you should see this guy after he drinks 5 shots. Oh, I should not be encouraging alcohol consumption. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm so proud of these guys, of these 6 Pokemon that I have raised. I'm so proud of them. They have had their moments. Kevin has been my star. Kevin has been the star of the team since the very beginning. Like, you cannot deny Kevin has been the team leader throughout this whole thing. He has had some clutch moments. He's died twice, but those were because of my own stupidity. Really, when your Pokemon die, more or less, you got no one to blame but yourself because you're not using your brain. But despite all that, I think I did a pretty good job. Anyway, Kevin I'm extremely proud of. Will has been a hell of a force. He's been a little bit unlucky with his super luck, but then he's been lucky with his super luck. His luck has been the most hit and miss thing, really, which is the most bizarre thing. I don't know. Anyway, alright, I think we got, no, I'll wait to go over Dino's bio once we get to the very end of Victory Road. We still got a little bit more since I'm looking at the timer of the video. Again, post-commentated. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, Will I'm extremely proud of. Tony has been awesome. Tony has been great. Tony's been one of my favorite members, to be perfectly honest. And I guess I'll just explain... Oh, I never really explained, like, the origin of, of their names. Will, I guess I can do this now. Will, I kind of named him after, a famous figure in aviation, whose name shortened down is Will. Tony, I did mention right how I named Tony. Tony, he just looked like a badass mobster. Jonathan, oh Jonathan, you and your crappy luck. Jonathan has easily had the worst luck in the entire series. It's just, I feel kind of bad the crap he's been through, but, you know, can't do much about it. But Jonathan, I named him after something incredibly stupid. I named him after the I Like Turtles kid. Yup. Just, you know that kid in that news reporter who does that face painting like a zombie? And then the reporter's like, Jonathan, what do you think? I like turtles. And that's where Jonathan's name came from. Oh boy, so that's Jonathan. Carmine, I actually named him after... Oh man, you guys are gonna give me crap for this. Carmen Electra. So, and like I said, if I caught a female Dynamo, I would have named her Carmen, but, you know, the male version of Carmen is Carmine. That's the closest thing I could come up with. Paul is named after, what's it? I think, yeah, an American axe-wielding legend. Some of you might have heard of Paul Bunyan, but that's where I got the name for Paul, so that's, I guess that makes sense. And then, Kevin, he's a pig. He's bacon. Kevin Bacon. Ha ha! Ha ha! God, it's been so long since I've done my Pee-wee laugh. But yep, that's where I got Kevin's name from, and that's the namesake of my team, really. I guess since we're coming up to the end, it's only fair that you know where I got my nicknames from. Anyway, so we are coming up to the end. Oh, I goofed here, right? I went down the wrong slide. I'm not gonna cut it out though. This is not really much of a point because just you guys should hear this whole thing. You should see this whole thing unedited. There's one point that I edit out, and I will mention this for a very good reason. But I guess now while I'm doing this, actually no, when I run into this upcoming trainer, because I know there's going to be a trainer here in this part, I will go over the final bio, the final Pokemon that you can catch here, and oh lord, oh is it a doozy. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Dino, the final Pokemon that you can catch in the main story, and oh dear Snoop Frog, they definitely saved one of the best for last. Dino is a Dark and Dragon type, another unique type. In this game, Dark and Dragon is actually a lot better since fairies don't exist yet, so Dino doesn't have that quad weakness. Dino does start off a bit difficult to work with. Its base stat total is a bit unimpressive, its move pool is limited, and it has the ability Hustle, which makes it a lot harder to train, and you will need to train it if you want it to be useful to you. And here are where the problems begin. To get Dino to evolve into its second form as Wireless, you need to get it to level 50. Level 50. Just for the second form. And its Wireless is just marginally better than Dino, honestly. It's, you know, it's still very difficult to use. And the worst part is that you're more than likely going to be taking Wireless with you to the Pokemon League if you want to use Dino on your team. Why? Wireless will not evolve until, brace yourselves, level 64. Level 64. This is the highest level requirement for evolution in the history of this game. And you will not be fighting Pokemon that high level at the end of the game. So if you want to evolve your Wireless for the main game, you're going to be horrendously over-leveled. But when it does evolve into Hydreigon, oh, you're going to have an incredible Pokemon. Hydreigon is a pseudo-legendary for a reason. Its base stat total is phenomenal. Its attack stats are amazing. 105 base attack and a massive boost to its special attack up to base 125. Therefore, Hydreigon can serve as an excellent mix attacker, especially with its base 98 speed, just above Haxorus' base 97, although slightly below the 100 base average. Its move pool is phenomenal as well. It has access to so many moves and special attacks, whether it's Crunch, Outrage, Earthquake, U-Turn, Fire Blast, Surf, Focus Blast, Dragon Pulse, Draco Meteor, and when move tutors come into the picture, you can add Dark Pulse, Super Power, Earth Power to that list. Don't expect to use Hydreigon in the main game, but when it comes to the post-game and competitive battling, Hydreigon is excellent, totally worthy of the pseudo-legendary status. Anyway, geez, I finished that bio perfectly because I think the first item we're going to run into, here it is, TM93 Wild Charge. That's one of the 2 items that I highly recommend picking up, and you can't get until you reach the very, very top of Victory Road. Also, you might have seen that little cavern there when we were coming to the end. I was still talking about Hydreigon, but that cavern houses something that you might be familiar with. Another legendary Pokemon, but we'll worry about that later. Because we're not going to catch it now. I wanted to get through all of Victory Road. It was still left with that strength block, by the way. Anyway, so, for this very last item, we want to slide back down. And we want to slide down in that specific spot right over there, leading us back to the bottom. Ooh, we get a nugget. So leading us back to the very bottom of Victory Road. So now, once we climb up, this is going to be the second item. And I know for a fact I'm going to go item spelunking here for some dumb reason. There's only one thing that, well, I guess the Max Revive is going to come in handy. But I don't know why I went item spelunking again. Adam, we get it. You like being an explorer. Jesus. It's always weird watching my footage and post-commentary. Anyway, so once we make it to the top, and good thing we already fought, you'll see once we walk in here, we're in that same room as the Black Belt. But that item that we saw before is TM02 Dragon Claw. Another great TM. So, that's it. Those are the 2 items that I really wanted to get. If there are any items that you should pick up in Victory Road, it is those 2. TM93 Wild Charge and TM02 Dragon Claw, because those are definitely going to be great, coverage or stab moves depending on the Pokemon. I know Wild Charge is going to be a great move for Carmine. But, that's it. Oh, and also I just want to mention, I cut away there because I decided to go back down to search for Dino, when stupid me forgot that it was on the first floor and not in any of the other floors. So I spent a good 10 minutes searching for a Dino, because that's when I went over its bio. Anyway. We have made it to the top of Victory Road, guys. The climax of our journey has come. Welcome to the Pokémon League. We have made it to the top. Our journey is so close to reaching its peak. We have come a long way, guys, and I love this Pokémon League. It's not any technological building or whatever, which, don't get me wrong, technology is great, but the atmosphere of it all, it's great. I love it. Anyway, the Pokémon League is every trainer's greatest challenge. You might want to prepare here, because if you lose even once, you have to start all over again. And he's not kidding. This is your Pokemon Center / Pokemon Mart, so you can heal up and you can stock up on items here. But yes, guys, we have made it. Our team has come such a long way. They need a little bit more training before they're ready to fight the League, trust me, but it's time, guys. Next time, we are finally going to head to the Pokemon League. Again, sorry I lost the original commentary and had the post-commentator, but hopefully you guys won't mind. Anyway, next time, guys, we are going to challenge the Pokemon League and see if we become the champion, or see if we have to deal with Team Plasma. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back with more Pokemon Black.